Hi everyone and welcome back again to United Top News channel. Hope everyone is doing very well, mostly after the great victory of Tottenham. Dear United fans, a lot is happening now at Old Trafford and not all of it is happening on the pitch. Yes, Manchester United are winning again. Yes, confidence is returning. And yes, that 2-0 victory over Tottenham Hotspurs sent a strong signal. But behind the scene, some major decisions are being made and taken, decisions that could define the direction of the football club for years to come. One high-profile managerial candidate has quietly stepped away. An interim coach is suddenly becoming a serious option, and a former United star is being discussed as a future possibility. And the recruitment plans for the summer are already taking shape. So in this update, we are bringing everything down clearly and calmly without any noise. Let's get into it. Starting by the manager, Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique will not be Manchester United's next manager, as this comes as bad news for United's fan. Let's go into it and see why and what is happening right now. Despite strong links in recent weeks, the Paris Saint-Germain head coach is now expected to sign a new deal in France, effectively removing himself from contention for the Old Trafford job. On paper, Luis Enrique looked like an ideal candidate and Champions League pedigree and experienced at the very top, a clear football identity and a strong authority. But football projects are not built on reputations alone. They are built also on timing and certainty. Reports suggest Enrique does not believe this is the right moment to take on the Manchester United role. A key concern is Champions League football look like for elite managers that the competition is not a luxury, it is like a requirement. Now, PSG offer clarity. Yes, we know a European football club is very stable. But Manchester United right now cannot offer the same assurance as some elite in football retirements have already revealed. So Enrique has chosen certainty over risk. Yes, and with that choice, one of the biggest names linked to United job is now out of the race. Now that changed the conversation. With Enrique stepping away, United's managerial shortlist suddenly looks different. The expectations earlier this season was simple: appoint an interim coach, steady the situation, then bring in the star name. Michael Carrick was never expected to be more than a temporary solution, but football doesn't always follow the plan. Now, when Ruben Amorim was dismissed, Carrick was appointed until the end of the season, a familiar figure that trusted to calm things down. Now, there were no bold promises, no tactical experiments, and no dramatic changes. Carrick simplified the approach. He focused on structure, positional discipline, and confidence. And then came the results. A team playing with a balance, players responding positively. United certainly look organized again. And that brings us to the most important performance so far. Now, Manchester United's win or victory over Tottenham Hotspurs wasn't just another 3 points. It looks like it was a performance that told a story. This was not chaos football. This was not a moment and miracle. It was a control. Now, United managed the game well, as you saw. The midfield stayed compact and the defensive line held its shape. Transitions were very measured and not rushed. Tottenham were restricted, forced wide and denied spaces between the lines. United dominated the phases of the match, not through possessions alone, but through positioning and game management. That's a sign of coaching. Old Trafford felt very calm. The players looked clear in their role, and the panic was gone. And suddenly Michael Carrick is no longer just an interim coach, as some of fans have already started looking another way around. Now, to be clear, no final decision has been made at OT. Manchester United's ownership, including Sir Jim, are determined to be thereof. They know this appointment could stabilize the club or send it backwards. Now, other names are still being considered, like Carlo Ancelotti and Thomas Tuchel. But Carrick is building his case week by week, and this biggest advantage is very simple. He understands Manchester United philosophy. Now, there is a name that has surprised many. That one is Robin van Persie. This isn't a speculation from the social media. This comes from Ruud Gullit, a very respected voice in European football. Gullit believes that Van Persie has the potential to one day manage Manchester United, but not now, and not even next season, but in the future. Van Persie understands, yes, the pressure of the club. He knows what it means to perform at Old Trafford. He even understands the standard and expectation. This is not about the nostalgia. It's about long-term thinking. And that's the key theme running through everything at Manchester United right now. Manchester United are no longer desperate, as many of the fans are looking at it. They are no longer chasing big names for their headlines. They are no longer reacting emotionally. They are asking better questions. What is the project? Who fits this project? Who believes in it? Yes, Luis Enrique choosing PSG may feel like a rejection, but in reality, it looks like a reality check. United must become the destination again, because of direction, not because of the history. That same clarity is now visible in recruitment. Manchester United are reportedly interested in Juventus midfielder Manuel Locatelli. According to Touchline, United have already made initial contract with Locatelli's representative to explore more a potential summer move. No deal is yet done. Nothing advanced yet, but the interest is very real. And importantly, this makes sense. Yes, it makes sense. Locatelli is 28 years old, right in his prime. At Juventus, he has built a reputation as a calm, intelligent, and disciplined midfielder, a player who controls tempo rather than chases moments. Now, this season alone, he has made 31 appearances in all competitions, underlining his importance to the squad. Now, Juventus value him highly. He signed a contract extension in November 23. 2 years remain on the deal. Any deal would require a serious intent, as football analysts have already stated. Now, let's talk about Casemiro move. Casemiro is confirmed to leave at the end of the season. United deliberately avoided panic signings in January, choosing not to bring in short-term fixes that didn't fit the long-term plan. Instead, they waited. Now, Locatelli fits the profile. Yes, experienced but not declining. Tactically aware, reliable under pressure, and under Carrick, United's midfielder has looked more structured and disciplined, exactly the environment Locatelli thrives in. This is not about the headlines. It looks like it is about the stability of the club. Now, Juventus are not under pressure to sell Locatelli. Champions League football will matter. United's league finishes could be decisive. But the manager message is very clear. Manchester United are planning ahead, doing groundwork early, targeting profiles, not even the hype, quietly, carefully, with the purpose. Now, the summer window hasn't opened yet, but the direction is already visible. The manager decision, the midfielder rebuild, and the long-term vision. Manchester United have been shaken not by chaos, but by the clarity. And while the next manager has not yet been chosen, one thing is very certain. This decision will define what Manchester United want to become again. So stay tuned, because of the next few months at Old Trafford, there will be one just to decide who stands on the touchline. They will decide the future identity of Manchester United. And that's where we'll wrap up today for these updates. And as always, thank you to all Manchester United fans for watching and staying locked in with us. Your support means everything, and it's what keeps this channel growing. If you want to stay updated with the latest Manchester United news, reliable updates, and clear analysis, make sure you subscribe to United Top News Updates so you don't miss of any this story. New updates are coming regularly, and they will be brought to you right here with your host Dean. See you then.